Good morning and welcome to EBEONADI103.5FM. Today, the 25th day of December 2024. Today is Wednesday and Merry Christmas. The time is 2 minutes past the hour of 7. It is time for newspaper headlines on EBEONADI103.5FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines. Please stay with us. You're welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on The Guardian, Leadership, Vanguard, Sun, Daily Post, Punch, The Nation, This Day, and if time permits, we are also going to take a look at Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38397740 or 08139256742 or 08065796599. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Castina Hisba settles marriages and reunites over 500 street girls with families. Olubadan felicitates with Christians, calls for emulation of Christ's virtues. Association empower Taraba IDPs. Women as a senator urges hope. Lagos to clamp down on illegal groundwater abstraction. $1.5 billion cargo rail records 18% traffic. First legacy threats. 1.5 billion rail records 18% traffic. Faces legacy threats. Hot oil divestments in Niger Delta until liabilities are addressed. Civil society organizations urge Tinubu. Mba signs 971 billion naira 2025 budget, pledges diligent implementation. Amid challenges, Tinubu, governors, others urge unity, resilience at Christmas. Residents in last-minute shopping laments low patronage, high cost of items. Human Rights Writers Association queries government's cost on terrorism trials. Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company celebrates Christmas, urges customers to prioritize safety, energy responsibility. Children, women used as shields at illegal refinery sites, Diri alleges. Rotary provides succor for remote Abia community. Kogi flags off school renovation, restates commitment to education. National Air Force spokesman, 18 others decorated with AVM rank. Group calls for inmate rehabilitation, integration. Group asks Inspector General of Police to investigate assault on member. Traditionalist threatens self-help over Plateau carnage. Northern Group falls Nigeria, France relation. Ijesa youths won against imposition of candidate on Owa Obokun stool. Shinchaka deepening creative process with strange art. TEF supports 2.5 million Africans with training in 10 years. Christmas safety. Police deploy 7,777 officers in Ogun. NCAA sanctions 5 airline operators. NCDF launches Konto Financial Group. Associations empower Taraba internally displaced persons, women as senator urges hope. Lagos to clamp down on illegal groundwater abstraction. Lagos state government feds reward EFAG operatives a promise salary increment. At Christmas, police beef up security as politicians preach holiness, unity. Police release 6 Ibadan stampede suspects from custody. Address infrastructural deficit. Telecoms companies tell federal government. Customs dissolves patrol team. Reduces checkpoints for trade facilitation. Ibadan stampede. Court remands ex-queen Hamzat. Principal. NMNDA underscores standardized traditional medicine. United Nations gets new governing council promises transformation. Eco Electricity Distribution Company, Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, promise good service during year tide. Kumui urges leaders to show empathy for suffering Nigerians. Kanu Cattle Market reports 50 billion naira weekly transactions. LPDC rejects Ape Babalola's bid to debar Farotimi. Ondo Assembly passes 698.66 billion naira 2025 budget. Group vets Ijagemo community. Bishop condemns Taraba church killings, urge peaceful coexistence. Christmas. Southern senators urge Nigerians to embrace unity, hope. Ogun tax travelers on safe driving during festive season. Fire raises a newly built petroleum station in Ibadan. Court bars Wike orders from Abuja disputed land. IPAC tax government on dividends of democracy at Christmas. Abia government to distribute 53 transformers to communities. Heavy human vehicular traffic in Ekiti, Ondo, Osun adds to Christmas. Yuletide. Alia declares 2-week holiday for Benue workers. Buni approves employment of 424 health workers. Yuletide. Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps deploys 2,750 officers in Ogun. Christmas. Niger Delta Development Commission begins repairs of Port Harcourt Owerri Road. Yuletide. Lagos residents defy high fare to travel. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Guardian newspaper will flip over to leadership newspaper. Demolitions. Wike is a good man. I doff my hat for him. Tinubu. Farotimi reunites with family after 20 days in detention. We are to unveil Sharia arbitration panel, not court, or your Muslims group clarifies. 2024. What a year. Christmas share amidst adversity. Pipeline vandalism. Group scores Tantita, PINL high. Christmas. Olukoyede affirms greater prospects for Nigeria. I have never lied against anyone. Farotimi. Christmas. Governor Mutfwang calls for peace, unity in Nigeria. Wike calls for dedication to God's commandments. Christmas in the air despite hardship. Customers scramble for cash as POS operators raise charges. Bribes breach. NCAA sanctions Ethiopia Airline, Air Peace, Aero, and others. DJ Nani wins Median DJ of the Year award. Your work has illuminated the path to gender equity. Women Affairs Minister hails Awosika. Imo police kill 3 suspected IPOB ESN members, arrest 2, lose 2 officers in gun duel. ACC harps on patriotism as Nigeria celebrates Christmas. Christmas, Governor Buni distributes food items to Christian widows in Yobe. CureNet, LFBI partner to combat malnutrition in 1 Lagos kids. Yelta Borno NMPP disowns ex-senatorial candidate detained for criticizing Governor Zulum. Wike not running FCTA based on religion. Minister's aide tackles Morix Akintola. Fight delays. Flight delays. NCAA sanctions Ethiopian Airlines. 4 others. NASC appoints Yero as a deputy clerk to National Assembly. Christmas, Speaker Abbas Kalo calls for prayers, preach love. Christmas, Aliyah declares 2-week holiday for Benue workers. 11 of 18 kidnapped Ekiti bound travelers released. Police. Hoodlums storm Edo local government secretariat, prevent chairman from entering office. Tinubu celebrates protege Falake on 65th birthday. 49 suspected miscreants nabbed in Lagos raid. Police record 30,313 arrests, records 1,984 firearms, 23,250 ammunition in 2024. Police record 30,313 arrests, recover 1,984 firearms, 23,250 ammunition in 2024. Nnamdi Kanu never advocated for war, says Vision African boss. FUT Mina graduate develops solution to protect factory data. Christmas, police intensifies vigilance at worship event centers in Adamawa. Enugu Commissioner of Police orders a massive deployment of police personnel and assets. I have never lied against anyone, Safaru to me after release. Sokoto government distributes a free fertilizer to dry season farmers. Chris Group launches app for bill payment, visual card, airtime, data top-up. Yeltide, police ban use of fireworks, explosives in Kwara. Islamic group to unveil Sharia court in Oyo amid public backlash. University of Abuja professor protests vice chancellor selection process. Customs intercepts 18.71 billion naira foreign rice order contraband in Lagos. That's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. You are listening to newspaper headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742 or 08065 79 6599. From the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to Vanguard newspaper. Reform or risk collapse. Telecoms sector gaps for breadth as a travails month. Ibadan stampede. Ex-queen Naomi Oriyomi. Others are remanded in prison. Tinubu Akpabio, governors, others preach message of hope, restoration, unity at Christmas. I stole from hospital because of hunger. Suspected cultists. Edo, council chairman resume work as plots to remove them ticking. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Immigration stampede happened under your watch. APC tackles PDP. End SARS protest, one of my toughest moments. Sanwo-Olu, Edo Council Chairman, we've taken this. Stampede, stop politicizing tragedies. Presidency tells Obi. Tinubu, Tinubu lists achievements, claims Nigeria on path to recovery despite. For more on that story, get yourself a copy of Vanguard newspaper this morning. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, NMPC reduces petrol price to 965 naira per litre in Abuja. 2024, go with your pain. Obi criticizes Inspector General of Police palliative restrictions warns they could discourage charity. 5 churches that don't celebrate Christmas and why. Tradition, modernity meet as Lagos celebrates both regatta. I stole from hospital because of hunger. Suspected cultists. Ibadan stampede. Court remands principal Hamzat Oni's ex-wife Naomi. Gun kill 15 in Plateau community. And that's the most we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper. Alleged defamation. LPDC rejects Afe Babalola's request to revoke Farotimi's practicing license. Akpabio tax Nigerians on law, unity. Wike urges total submission to God's commandments. Mba signs 971 billion naira 2025 budget, pledges diligent implementation. Time to end insecurity. Bishop Onaga begs Nigerians. Time to end insecurity. Bishop Onaga begs Nigerians. Christmas. Nigeria on promising path to restoration. Progress. Archbishop Martins call for better life for Nigerians. Intensify prayers for peace, economic growth. Barao. My husband committed to positive change. Tinubu. ACF urges Christians to pray against nepotism, insecurity, corruption. Southern senators urge Nigerians to show resilience amidst economic hardship. Yuletide, free train services to run through January 5th. Federal government. Fubara approves 100,000 naira Christmas bonus for Rivers workers, pensioners. Obedient movement rejoices as court grants Farotimi bail. FCT too expensive for 10 million migrants. Federal government. Sanwo-Olu sends Christmas greetings to Lagosians, promises a better 2025. Wike's aid defends suspension of FCDA secretary amid religious controversy. Civil society organizations chides Adeleke over delay in teachers' recruitment. Christmas, Akpabio urges Nigerians to show love, unity. Governor Alia approves extended Christmas holiday for Benue workers. Oshun, traditional worshippers rally to dispel misconceptions about Esu. Tinubu celebrates James Falake at 65. Opeboro visits Chinese company, promises enabling environment for foreign investors. Christmas, Wike urges total submission to God's commandments. New permanent secretary assumes office in Ministry of Housing, assures workers of inclusivity. Atiku Ibrahim replaced as deputy clerk of National Assembly. Governor Opeboro signs 675 billion naira Edo 2025 budget into law. That's the much we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers from the Sun newspaper will flip over to the Daily Post newspaper. Christmas. Governor Sani urges consolidated peace in Kaduna. Birth of Jesus Christ. Defining moment for mankind. Governor Adeleke. Stampede. End gruesome hardship now. Enugu Anglican Bishop tells Nigerian government. Christmas. Ngige. Urges prayers for Nigeria. Quiet reflection. Christmas, submit to God in all things. Wike. Christmas, Nigerians are grown as a transport fare, food prices soar. Federal government subsidizes transport costs for 144 routes, secured roads. Tinubu. Nigerian government sanctions two international airlines, orders. Not probing past military spending means rewarding corruption. Sani blasts Tinubu. 5 inmates graduate from university with second-class upper. 2025 budget, Ebonyi Assembly passes 444 billion naira appropriation bill. Ondo Assembly passes 698.66 billion naira budget for 2025. And that's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper. From the Daily Post newspaper, we flip over to the Punch newspaper. Atiku, Kwankwaso, others knock Tinubu over continued borrowing. Bayelsa, Enugu governor signed 2025 appropriation bills. Ex-president's wives lament disrespect after husband's tenure. Ondo, Ekiti, others get new police commissioners. Para NLC 650% tax cut for workers. Government votes 350 million naira to upgrade 5 Kanu cattle markets. Nel Fund gets 1,500 naira daily loan applications, targets 1.8 million students. Chief of Army Staff visits Niger Delta, demands increased crude production. Federal government budgets 45.2 billion naira for prison repairs, inmates welfare. Makinde raises panel to disburse relief funds to explosion victims. Conservators firm. Conservators film chimpanzee in Ekiti forest. Chief of Defense Staff warns against festive season attacks, calls for vigilance. Christmas. Tinubu, governors, lawmakers assure Nigerians of better economy. Makinde appoints 33 people with disabilities, 125 others as supervisory councillors. Uti sets 24 months to complete Abia International Airport. Imo plans reviewing technical, tertiary education, boost infrastructure, skills development. Trinitas rewards outstanding employees, laments huge challenge to newspaper industry. Christmas fun fair. Otis' wife celebrates Abia children, condemns child trafficking. US-based Nnewi Union pays 17.8 million naira medical bills of 17 indigent patients. Imo senator gives constituents rice, preaches peace, unity at Yuletide. NGs hailed as game changer for real estate sector. 980 Enugu women benefit from free medical outreach by hospital. PEM. Ex-PDP chief cites division in party. Mass development strides for defecting to APC. VSI partners Enugu Anambra Police to combat gender-based violence, donates case equipment. Sokoto governor swears in new commissioners, SAs. ACJL 2017, Abia stakeholders advocate grassroots sensitization. Oko community celebrates Ofala Festival commemorating Igwe Las Ekweme's 90th birthday. Yuletide, police, Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps, tighten security, ban fireworks. Esu, not Satan in Bible, Quran, traditionalists insist. Commissioner harps on impactful journalism. That's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. Oil tips use children, women as shields, says governor. Governors, ministers, others preach hope to Nigerians. National Inland Waterways Authority warns against drunk driving, rickety boats to avoid accidents. Abbas. Barau. Kalo felicitates APC National Chair Ganduje at 75. Christmas. Glow urges Nigerians to show love to all. BAT lawyers seek proof of police assault against member. Salako urges health workers to resist Japa syndrome. Clergyman hails Nigerians' survival spirit, foresees better nation. Lagos State University Directorate of Advancement urges alumni to give back to alma mater. Farm pledges to solve food insecurity. Thousands enjoy the fun at Africa's biggest shopping foundation provides clean water to community. It takes resilience to overcome rail sector challenges. We will pursue Tinubu's drive for viability. You are listening to newspaper headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. When I go for a short break, when we come back, we'll continue on the stories making headlines on the Nation newspaper. Please stay with us. Documenting memories in the 21st century is gone. When you have EBEONADI 103.5 FM, here, what are you celebrating today? Birthdays, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or fala, etc. Approach EBEONADI 103.5 FM Ogidi today to document your event. EBEONADI 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media, video and photo coverages feature on magazines, photo books and others, news coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599 or you visit EBEONADI 103.5 FM Ogidi opposite Ogunike Boys inside the Ovin Residency Hotel, Ogidi. EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Nabakoa Production. My business. When I will tell you, AJ radio drama, Erico. AJ radio drama, Erico, Canada, every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, EBEONADI 103.5 FM. If you move and finish your business, Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at EBEONADI 103.5 FM with Martin Efan Shukuri. He's here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to EBEONADI 103.5 FM or you join online via MixLR
facebook.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date. Residency Hotels Leofino Ogidi. Ogidi's number one place for all type of events. Burunia Dewa from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end of year parties from the club. We have air-conditioned hall, an outdoor space of a very good capacity. When Nebiano come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel Leofino Ogidi. If you are somebody with a taste, when Emmanuel back in the I want delicious meals, drinks, and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081 8901. One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of why. Residency Hotels Leofino Gidi or Gidi's best place for premium events. Ask Kona Namagwarabe, Mwakozianunde. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on EBEONADI FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Hello, government. Whatever. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the root of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanish, yes, number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on EBEONADI 103.5FM as Street Reports on Fools. In your face. On EBEONADI 24/7, 24/7. It's time to get ready for the most anticipated event of the year, Adogidi Beauty Pageant. Date 30th December 2024. Your voucher is your ticket to an unforgettable night of top entertainment featuring the sensational Dorime Dance Crew, comedy, traditions, and culture. It's premium or nothing, so dress to impress. And the hosting of the event is the one and the only MC Hamatan. Abdul Beauty Project. Date 30th December 2024. Time 5 p.m. Venue Residency Hotel, Leofino Gidi. Call 080-6329-0766 or 090-1356-6263. For table reservations, get your vouchers now. Get your voucher for table 100,000 naira, VIP 50,000 naira, and regular for each person 5,000 naira at the port of entry. We are grateful to our sponsors, Kemp Chota Homes Limited, Lagos, Castro International Limited, Holland, SVA Properties Limited, Abuja, EBEONADI FM, Ogidi. Be part of the magic. Luxury or nothing. Vacancy, vacancy, vacancy. Are you a DJ? Do you speak English and Igbo language fluently? Submit your CV and the letter of application at EBEONADI 103.5FM Ogidi, opposite Omunike Boys, inside Residency Hotel Leofin Ogidi. party at the Residency Hotel European. To make reservation for your bookings, call 081 4093 3512. Be there.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 7740 or 081 or 080 We are on to the Nation newspaper. We will pursue Tinubu's drive for viability. Why government should effect mandate for specialized varsities. Lagos needs $33 billion for energy generation. Adebutu leaves constituents with 1,200 bags of rice. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. From the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. In Xmas message, President tells Nigerians pray for your leaders to serve diligently. Mixed reactions trailed Tinubu's median presidential media chart. Fifth, Nigeria's pursuit of orthodox economic policies improving sovereign's credit profile. Niger Delta stakeholders write NUPRC demand oil block allocations reversal. Tinubu congratulates advertising guru Biodun Shobanjo on his 80th birthday. Competition begins as NMPCL reduces ex-depot price of petrol after Dangote's rate reduction. PSC deploys 6 commissioners of police to states. NCAA sanctions 5 airlines over misconduct. Minister Tinubu's policies will bring succor to all Nigerians. NUPRC emerges service comes best performing parastatals in 2024. Market cap adds 138 billion naira amid demand for 54 stocks. Stanbic IBTC reaffirms commitment to sports development. Credit to private sectors drops by 519.5 billion naira YTD amid unstable FX inflation. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from this day newspaper. We'll flip over. Group raises concern over indiscriminate dumping of refuse in Ibadan. Environs. We will invest more in agriculture for food security, economic development. Oyebanji. Both regatta. Sanwo-Olu vows to unlock Lagos tourism potential to boost economy. Group laws Bauchi governor for resolving 30-year-old Sayawa chiefdom dispute. Center launches community service volunteers for Ijaw development. Bishop of Nsukka donates 500,000 naira to Christian combat. Safeguarding Nigerian children in crowded gatherings non-negotiable. PAN. Ekiti, government to renovate over 100 health facilities in 2025. Oyo Judiciary, Center collaborates on effective case management system. Governor Ododo commissions a palace of New Etsu, Madaki in Tawari. We will continue to address infrastructure deficit in Ogun West. Governor Abiodun Afe Babalola wins 2024 Best Nigerian Patriots Award. Christmas cash grant. Ogun government urges residents to be wary of scammers. Tax reform bills. Anti-people. Ndume insists. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of newspaper headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742. You can as well send SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 65 79 6599. Now we flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. Anyway, as we await network on our WhatsApp portal, let's continue with our SMS portal. We have this message. It's coming from Ogochukwu Ifechukwu. It is coming. He says, Wike urges for total submission to God's commandments, but he is a very wicked man. There is no fear of God in him. Merry Xmas to all Nigerians and happy prosperous New Year. Ogochukwu Ifechukwu, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our SMS portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe, and he says, instead of the president to take correction of what happened or what is happening in the nation, he kept on making false promises and obtaining undenied or unending loans without meaningful usage. The nation is in the verge of total collapse. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe. On our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message is coming from famous Christian. He's joining us from Ife village, Aguluzibo. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, from our SMS portal, we have this message is coming from Mayor Onyin Jikoka, and he says, all these prayers being called by our bishops and other men of God. I don't know whether Jagaban is hearing it or has he traveled again, because his leadership is about travel from here to there without caring on the people he left behind. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Mayor Onyenjikoka. Thank you so much. We have this message is coming from Godwin Anyebunam from Umumbo. I am a local government area of Anambra State, and he says NMPCL reduces a petrol pump price in Abuja is a welcome development. What happens to other parts of Nigeria that needs a same gesture? Okay, and he says NMPCL should not be sectional in the said reduction in petrol pump price. And he says NMPCL is for all Nigerians and not only for Abuja. We are watching as things unfold. Godwin Ayebunam from Umumbo, Ayamelum, local government area of Anambra State. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Also, from our SMS portal, we have this message. It's coming from Comrade Mandi Oduogo from Odumobosi. And he says, amid the sufferings of Nigerians, our president, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said he has no regret whatsoever to have unilaterally removed the fuel subsidy. The statement is vexatious, inhuman, and unpresidential. His problem is not what to say, but how to say it. In this vein, both the substance and language of his statement remain insulting to the sensibility of all Nigerians. Nigeria should permit me the liberty to recommend him for a psychometric. Okay, you're talking about the president of Nigeria now, so we'll take it easy. And he says, in case of a future statement, his advisors should help censor and edit, for we are not in a military regime. Comrade Manley Oduogo from Odumobisi, thank you so much for joining us this morning still. Still on our SMS portal, we have another message. This one is coming from Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe, and he says the nonchalant attitude by our president concerning fuel subsidy is like a father feeding his ward with stone and sour wine. 95% of our citizens do not support the fuel hike, but the Aso Rock okays it as they are sucking the nation. He continued and says, as Tinubu is hailing Wike for demolition hard in the people's property, it is now obvious that this government in power does not care about the welfare of the people they govern, but only after their own aggrandizement, aggrandizement. And he says yes, Wike is digging a hole that cannot contain him. Let him remember that he will leave that office one day. He continued and says, okay, I think, okay, the same message, but thank you so much for joining us this morning. Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe. And on our WhatsApp portal, we have this message. It is coming from Obiora from Okozo, and it says Nigerian politicians have preached for peace, love, and unity to the poor masses that are dying of hunger, hardship, insecurity, and bad leadership. Today is for Nigerian politicians to mock the poor masses. By the grace of God, one of the poor masses will witness, okay, by the grace of God, the poor masses will witness their downfall. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Obiora from Okozo. Well, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebona, the 103.5FM. Remember, it comes your way. Weekdays in the morning, once is 7 o'clock. So keep a date and don't touch the dial of Ebona, the 103.5FM. Once is 8:20 this morning, we'll be back with joy on Ebona, the 103.5FM. Bid this splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Merry Christmas and stay with Ebona, the 103.5FM. Shalom.
The challenges of documenting memories in the 21st century is gone. When you have everyone at the 103.5 FM, here, what are you celebrating today? Birthday, wedding, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or Fala, etc. Approach Ebona the 103.5 FM Ogidi today to document your event. Ebona the 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media, video and photo coverages, feature on magazines, photo books, and others. News coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599 or you visit Ebona the 103.5 FM Ogidi opposite Omunike Boys inside the Ofin Residency Hotel Ogidi. Ebona the 103.5 FM Napapoa Production. My business. When I will tell you, AJ radio drama, Erico. AJ radio drama, Erico, Canada, every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. Broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, Ebona the 103.5 FM. Now, if you know what I finish on
Amara mi rewa di la amo. Kuma kuna kada na na ko na ni ri ko na e. Uke ka ku ke wala ala ma wusu na ya ma wle.
Ekokona ka call dinka call. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona the 103.5 FM with Martin Ifanju is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on EBEONADI FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Hello, government. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. With your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanju, as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on EBEONADI 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On EBEONADI 24/7, 24/7. Residency Hotels Leofino Ogidi. Ogidi's number one place for all type of events. Burunia they were from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end of year parties on the club. We have air-conditioned hall and outdoor space of a very good capacity. One Nediano, come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel, Leofino, Gidi. If you are somebody who has about a taste, one Emmanuel back in ETR. I want delicious meals, drinks, and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081 One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of why. Residency Hotels Leofino, Gidi or Gidi's best place for premium events. Ask for an Amagoroge, Mwakazian.
Are you married or single? We're going to know when you can afford it by your losing no money. If there was someone in a relationship with him or a marriage, and I will from from the beginning or at the sport or Badara, I use such a lasting solution to problem when a marriage to him or a relationship. But I must share the problem on Love Clinic 103.5 everyone at the FM. Such no more, I can never love danger, the love dancing and a love clinic. So what you know when a marriage to him of a relationship to get the serious number of patients. All of that now career 081 38 397740 Mobuna 081 3925 6742. Within office, CI 103.5, they're going at the FM meeting. Put me near European Hotel, opposite Take City Secondary School, Ogunite. For heart-to-heart interaction, people with us to why you know when a love life begins together. And now one love, keep us together. Now 103.5, they're going at the FM meeting. Do you need to be hooked up? Are you hooked already? Let's keep on why you people when you correct. You need help to be engaged in a serious relationship. To in a love clinic 103.5 FM OPT. Each year can also share each camping. And I get an on a love clinic every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is the time I am get Gano where people can hear Kenny Raya come up with a new or they might get into and case in Don't miss this program because it's going to be educating and entertaining with lots of love.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the subscribe button right here. We rock, okay? Dialogue.